Hey friends, Kevin here with this Viofo VS1 dash cam. This is what they call a miniature dash cam. Now the company did send me this to show to you, so let's unbox this, get it installed, and we're going to find out together what the quality of this is, because we're going to go out day, night, and do some different filming. So my first impression is this thing is indeed tiny. And just about all of these dash cameras now have some type of phone app that you can control the different settings. One reason this is so tiny is this does not have a built-in display, and it is small. In fact, I'll give you an idea with another dash cam that I own just how small this is. It is about 1/2 the size. So if you want this to be discreet and kind of hidden behind your rear view mirror, this is going to be very discreet for someone walking by your vehicle, whereas a lot of other dash cameras, it is pretty obvious what they are. The thing that makes this Viofo VS1 so great is it has the Sony Starvis 2 image sensor in it. And this has kind of become the standard with the high-end camera brands. This is what everyone is using now. And I have several other dash cams that use this. They are much better in low light conditions. They are certainly much better at night recording. So at this point, I would not get a camera that did not have this type of image sensor in it. So next in the box, we're going to have some information cards. We are going to have the little electrostatic peel-off stickers that we use to install this. And in the very bottom of the box, we are going to have our 12-volt adapter, SIG adapter, whatever you want to call it. It's going to plug into your dashboard to give it power. You're going to have an extra adhesive. You are going to have your memory card, little micro SD card, and it's nice that they do include an adapter with it. And you're going to have this little crowbar type tool, and if you've never installed one of these before, basically what you're going to do to tuck your wires away nice and neat is you're going to use this to pop that wire up behind your trim paddles. Let me go over the basics with you real quick. Of course, this is where it's going to adhere to the windshield, and this is going to be adjustable 180 degrees, so you can get this right to the windshield. There is a little protective cover on the lens, so we'll go ahead and peel that off. On this side, you're going to have your SD card slot, and you are going to have this button for audio. And what that will allow you to do is turn the audio off and on, because you're going to want to be recording things as you go down the highway in case there is an accident, but you may not want to record the conversations you are having with other passengers that are with you. That's why you have the option to turn that audio off. And then on the very front facing you is going to be one big button, and that's what is going to be a lock button. Now the way these are going to work, this is going to record and fill up that memory card, and when it does, it's going to do loop recording, they call it. It's going to go back and start recording the new files over the old files. But if this has sensed an accident, it's going to lock the files. If there's something that happens while you're driving, you just reach up and hit that button, and it is going to lock that file that it's recording for that several minute clip to make sure it does not get overwritten. So maybe you're going down the road, you see something interesting, you have a one-in-a-lifetime encounter with a wild animal, person driving in front of you does something silly, whatever it is, you just reach up and hit that button, and that way you have that video file locked, so you know you are going to have it when you need it. All in all, it is a very simple device with only 2 buttons, and I wasn't sure how I was going to like one of these without a display, but those versions all have 6 and 8 and 10 and 12 buttons, which is really hard to do and figure out the way they're mounted when you need to adjust things as you're going down the road anyway. So with only 2 buttons on this, it is really hard to do anything wrong with this. Actually, you can't do anything wrong with it, because all you can do is lock a video file or turn that audio off and on. Let's go ahead and get the memory card in here. And this will only install one way, and it is spring loaded, so you're just going to kind of push it in with your fingernail until it locks into place. The same thing to remove it, you're going to push in against it and it gets that spring load a little bit, and then it will release the card to where you can take it out. This is going to power through here. I do like that this is something standard. It is USB-C running down to your 12-volt adapter or SIG lighter. Plenty of cable to be able to go around your windshield and back around your dashboard and down to where you are going to plug this in. On this end, it is simply going to plug in right there. And I happen to own a battery pack right here I can plug a 12-volt device into, so let's go ahead and plug this in. And just like that, you're going to see a little light on it, and it will make an audio.
Started.
And it's telling you that the recording has started.
Voice recording disabled. Voice recording enabled.
So that way you know whether you have it turned on or not.
Video protected.
So hitting that lock button, it has now locked that video to make sure it can't be overwritten. So very, very simple. I already have the app downloaded to the phone. You do need Wi-Fi turned on your phone. So to connect this, you're also going to take that little lock button and you're going to hold it for a couple of seconds.
Wi-Fi enabled.
So now Wi-Fi is enabled. Click connect your camera. And now this camera will come up on the list of devices. And you will enter the password. The password is in your instruction manual, and you can of course change that if you want to. And I can point that at my little face, and you can see that our camera is working, and that is what it is recording. So now we can go into settings here, and we can change any setting we want to in this camera as far as the way it works. That would be whether you want a parking sensor on, because this does have a small battery inside of it, so if something or someone bumps your vehicle, even if you're away from it, even if it's turned off, it can turn itself on and record for a few seconds. We can change resolution, the G sensor, which is the parking sensor in case the vehicle is bumped. We can put a date stamp on it if we choose to. Date stamp and time stamp will be recorded right on your video. And then you would, of course, get the time synchronized correctly in this. This does have GPS built into it, so it can always be recording your exact location. And if you choose to, again, you can have that embedded right into every frame of the video that it captures. So you will know exactly where you were. You can also have your vehicle speed, which is calculated with the GPS, and have it encoded if you choose to also. So everything you do, you have the option to turn on or turn off. You can also format your memory card from within this app, and it's also good to do that about once a month anyway, because you are putting so much stress and strain on a memory card by recording on it over and over. So we'll go ahead and do that now really quickly. Format, okay.
Memory card format successful.
This also works with voice commands. So if you come over here and have voice control turned on, there is a list of your voice commands you can use. So simply by speaking to it, you can make it do different things. Turn off audio.
Voice recording disabled.
Turn on audio.
Voice recording enabled.
Take photo. Lock the video. So the voice commands seem to work really well on here. So there it is recording me in here, but we don't want to use this in here. We want to get it into a vehicle. And all we're going to have to do when we take it to a vehicle is basically peel this off, stick it on the windshield, adjust this to the right angle, plug it into the 12-volt adapter or SIG lighter, and anytime we start the car, the camera is going to be running. When we turn the vehicle off, it will record a few more seconds and then it will stop recording. So yeah, let's go for a drive. This is me talking while driving. So you can see it does pick up audio just fine if you want to do that. So maybe you are a content creator and you need to describe something as you are driving. Groundhog.